Hey, it's Ellie. Welcome back to another video, or hello if you are new. Today I am back in Summit Sanctuary, building something I still haven't named. Even in my personal files, I just call it the indoor building habitat. I don't know. It's a collection of habitats that I believe were native to Asia, like mid-range Asia, I think it was. I don't remember specifically, but I did try to theme them somewhat to be similar in their geographical location so that there was some cohesion in the animals that I picked in this building. Because originally I was thinking that it would be sort of like an arid or a desert building or just like a hot temperate area that maybe they needed it to be indoors to have better temperature regulation for whatever reason, because those animals were not a part of the same biome. What I was thinking originally. But then I just realized there weren't really enough desert animals that are heavily extinct, or not heavily extinct, that's the wrong word, on their way to extinction, critically endangered or anything. So I pivoted to this Asian indoor habitat building. So I believe there are 4, 5, 6 habitats in this building. And you will see them as they get plopped down. Unfortunately, though, you will not see the cinematic in this episode. In fact, you won't see the cinematic until literally the end of the zoo build, like the series. Because I did these first few habitats, and then I had to move on to the rest of the zoo because I was feeling like I wanted to make sure the layout was right for what I had planned for the rest of it, and I wasn't sure how many other habitats I was going to end up adding, because there's quite a long walkway to get to this building, and I wasn't sure if I was going to add another habitat along the path up there, or there's also a very, very, very long pathway, and it's kind of unfortunate because it means the guest AI doesn't send them back this way as much. But there's also a long pathway to the polar bear exhibit, or the polar bear habitat, I should say. And that pathway wraps around the golf course, which you will see very shortly. I actually think I'm starting the golf course in the next episode, and that's gonna take like 6 episodes or something, because it was just such a big project. As I mentioned in another video, I think it's actually my largest habitat in the zoo, and it is like scaled to be the size of an actual golf course. Maybe slightly smaller because, it's a zoo and it's a resort. It's not exactly... This is not a golf resort. It's just a resort with golf. So although the golf course is very nice in my opinion, it's not, it's not like the most fantastic 9 holes of golf you've ever played, and boy do I have some stories about how building that went and some serious mistakes that I made as I was going. But yeah, I wasn't really sure. I had a couple of ideas. I was thinking, once I pivoted to have more Asian animals in the zoo, I ended up thinking that maybe I would put a really large mixed habitat of like the orangutans and the Asian otters and a couple other of the primates that I think get enrichment from being together and or are okay to hang out together in the same habitat, and I was thinking about doing that for a while. I ended up deciding against it just because I feel like the zoo was already getting big. There was already a lot of animals in the zoo. I didn't want to risk any more performance issues, because I wouldn't say I was having performance issues yet, but I could feel it sort of creeping in the way the zoo loaded and how it was quite laggy at the beginning, or like when I transitioned to a new area, even after I'd been playing for some time, it would be kind of laggy. And so I decided to nix that giant habitat because it would be a very, very full habitat of landscaping and foliage, and all the animals that would be in that habitat would just be a lot. Plus, I don't know, it didn't feel right coming off of the polar bear habitat. I felt like the walk along the golf course is nice because you kind of get away from the idea that there's any snow in this part of the zoo. But yeah, that's where we're at. This is not a full indoor habitat for some of the animals, because I do have an open roof concept for, I think, 2? At least 2. Well, 3, I guess. So I'll just explain here. One of the habitats, I have like a glass dome roof, but it's open, so it's only, I don't know, it's like 2 pieces tall of the octagon. Are they octagons? I don't remember what shape they are. You know, they're octagons or something. Those glass pieces. There's a dome that I actually got from the workshop, and I ended up deleting like half of it because I wanted it to be open. I just really liked the way that they overlapped the glass pieces to make the cool design. So yeah, there's that dome over 2 of these habitats in this sort of section of the building, and then the bear habitat is actually fully open, and it's just got a fence, one of the habitat fences, to enclose it. But the viewing area for the bear habitat is indoors still, so there's kind of some separation there. And I think it actually worked out pretty well, because I was feeling like if I had that entire bear habitat enclosed with the roof, it would be too dark. It would just feel like too... Especially bears, they do not feel like an animal that you would realistically and be able to keep indoors and have them be fully enriched and stimulated and get the, like, even just the basic vitamin D that they need from the sun. So, or vitamin C from the sun. Vitamin D? I don't remember which one. Anyway, I should know this, I'm a biologist, but yeah, so that's why I did that. But again, you will see everything at the very end of this zoo series, which I did finally finish editing the entire speed builds footage that I have, and we landed at 51 episodes of speed build footage, which in my opinion is quite a lot. Only took me a year and a half of my life. But with that, I'm gonna end my narration and leave you with the rest of the video. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!
To me, the theme of the song, it reflects like it's someone who's purpose-driven, who wants to do something and is eager to do it. No matter what happens, no matter what circumstances, kind of evokes some memories in me that I should have a purpose in life and live a purpose-driven life.
That's all that matters. We saw as well that even the people who are working behind this project believe in people for who they are.